Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Bullet beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league, most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Bullet beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Check three.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Go. All day, dog. Check Mike. Protein spill. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let's get that ball. Check go.
They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. Looking to throw. They throw right around the 6. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Chargers 7, Steelers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Steelers.
Throwing on first down. Bradshaw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Bradshaw under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
The Chargers make their first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
He'll drop to throw. The catch made by Miller.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Out, 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 out. Shoot.
Another run, this time Forte. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this one complete to Winslow. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bombs now.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Allen! As his guys are in for 6. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Bradshaw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Back to throw here. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 20. Two-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back to throw. Bradshaw over the middle, complete. That's Ward. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
2nd and 10. He finds McCoy. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Completes it to Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
60 outlaw.
He was brought down to the 26. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 3.
Now they try the right side here. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. It's complete. It's Forte. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing to start the drive. Bradshaw. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about they'll want that one back all the time. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. Well, he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, team six. Shoot.
From the gun, Bradshaw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he will find Winslow. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Topper! Hey, Haywood! Under 10! Fight!
Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And juice up. Protein spill. Hey, check 24. Shoot.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
This is Harris. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's brought down.
Pilot, 64, win.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 37-yard line.
Ready?
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on second down, Bradshaw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
And it's third down.
They'll run with Harris. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 47. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hey, Alpha.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Bradshaw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw on second down, Bradshaw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready. Mike 8. I got you, Pop. Ready.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Jackrabbit, come on. Let's go.
This is Harris. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, big man with the ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
To throw on 3rd down, Bradshaw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Ready. 10 Lobo. Watch the twist. Shoot.
Now a handoff looking right. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They go to Johnson again. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. With that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 38-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Snap. 18 Gator.
We got 4. We got 4.
Key in 33, key in 33.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Ready.
From the gun, Bradshaw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.